You don't have to go twice every week. Yes, she said. I do. Dinah, it wasn't your fault. I know that. But her voice lacked certainty. She seemed to realize it, because she cleared her throat and quickly changed the subject while she buttered her toast. Anyway, we'll be going in opposite directions this morning. Just as well, I expect. Steve has me chasing after that building inspector for an interview, and the wretched man is never in his office, so I'll need my Jeep. Steve Hardy was Dinah's editor at the small but well-known magazine where she worked, and he tended to push her almost as hard as she pushed herself. Another expose? Kane said lightly. Bribery and kickbacks in the city? She laughed. I wish. No, this is just for a series on our local officials. You know, a day in the life of and how exactly your tax dollars are being spent. Easy stuff for you. Dinah shrugged. Easy enough. Kane watched her load the toast with grape jelly and take a healthy bite. She was, he decided, very watchable, no matter what she was doing. She wasn't beautiful, but damned close. Regular, not quite delicate features that fit together well, the best of which being a pair of steady blue eyes that sometimes saw more than one would guess. Her pale gold hair was cut casually short in tousled layers. Wash and wear, she called it, and her tall, voluptuous body was clothed in a simple tunic sweater and jeans. Dinah didn't care much about clothes, and it showed. On the other hand, what she wore hardly mattered, because the enticing figure underneath was what caught the eye. The male eye, at any rate. His eye, certainly, more than 6 months ago. It hadn't taken them long to get intimate, but getting to know each other had become a much more complex, drawn-out process. And a cautious one. Both were fiercely independent, with busy careers and cluttered lives and rocky past relationships that had left scars. And neither had been in a hurry to delve beneath surface passion. It had been enough, for a while. But even wary relationships either evolved or fell apart, and theirs was evolving. Almost against their wills, they had been drawn together to share more than a bed, tentatively exchanging views and opinions and comparing tastes and basic values. They liked what they had discovered about each other. At least, Kane thought so. They were not quite living together, but after nearly 4 months of My Place or Yours, Kane had been wondering if he should be the one to suggest they stop the shuttling back and forth almost every night. And then, a little more than a month ago, the accident happened, and Dinah began to distance herself from him. He had assumed the cause was Dinah's worry for her friend and the ridiculous guilt she felt. For the first time, though, he asked himself if that was the case. I'll probably be late tonight, Dinah said, eating the second piece of toast. More research? It had been her excuse so often of late. Was it time for him to pick a fight and clear the air between them? Just something I need to check out. I'll probably be closer to my place than here by the time I get finished, though, so— Why don't I meet you there? He interrupted, unwilling to hear her suggest another night apart. There had been several recently. Too many. 8? 9? Her hesitation was brief. 8. I should be through by then. I'll bring Chinese, he said. Or would you rather have something else? No, Chinese is fine. Sesame chicken. And no egg rolls, I remember. Dinah sent him another brief smile, but her mind was clearly elsewhere. Kane sipped his coffee and watched her. He could accept that her job was important to her. His was to him, after all. So it would hardly be fair of him to protest her abstraction, to demand all her time and attention for himself. But was that really it?